Hello, Virgo. How are you? I hope that you are doing so well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nina, otherwise known as Sinfulpluto, and today we are doing your February 2020 predictions. So this is going to apply to Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And before I get into anything, I just want to disclaim that this reading is general. It is not going to apply to everyone, so take what resonates and leave the rest that doesn't. All right, take it all with a grain of salt. Use your critical thinking and your discernment while watching this video, and most of all, have a good time, enjoy yourself, eat a snack if you want. All right, get cozy, get comfortable, and let's get started, okay? All right, cool. So I pulled an oracle card for you from the Starseed Oracle. I'll be linking it down below if you are interested in checking it out. And the card that fell out for you is the Void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So that's what that looks like. I love this card for you. Basically, what this card talks about is Virgo, and you know, grab onto your receipts, brother. But this card basically talks about needing and learning to surrender to the universe and let go of control. And how I know Virgos are like shaking in their boots right now. They're like, holy shit, I don't know if I can do that right now. I don't know if I can do that ever. But February really encourages you to let go of control and stop trying to plan everything out down to the most minute detail, okay? It's very important for you to be a little bit more open-minded and realize that it's okay to not know everything right now. It's okay to have a little bit of mystery. And I know that some of you might be thinking, no, it's not, you know. I think of like all Virgos talking in like the what's her name, the main character from The Nanny. I forget her name. Oh my god, what's her name? Franny. Oh my god, Fran Drescher. I think of Virgos talking in her voice and just saying no, it's not. Oh my god, just in that really nasally voice. But anyways, I feel like February is definitely a time for you to work on letting go of control and realizing that, you know, you can float a little bit. You don't have to plan everything out, okay? You don't have to follow every single detail, all right? You don't have to have a 5-year or 10-year plan just yet, or, you know, you don't have to be following everything exactly to the T with that 5-year or 10-year plan, or even that month plan or whatever it is. You know, it's okay to go, you know, a little not necessarily off course, but off of that very structured plan. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to not know everything ahead of time. It's okay to, you know, have a little bit of mystery. And if anything, that takes a lot of work off of your shoulders, because now you don't have to worry about what you have to do at 3:13 a.m. or p.m. on February 3rd, 2020 at this exact second. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to chill out for a little bit, all right? So it's a blessing. Take it as a blessing. I know that for some of you that might not be the easiest thing to accept, and you might find it challenging to grow out of that habit, but I would really encourage you to work on growing out of that habit, at least for the month, okay? So let's just go ahead and get started with the tarot. I'm using the Spellcaster's Tarot. It's my favorite deck. It's really beginner. It's one of my favorite decks, okay? It's very sentimental to me. I've had it for 2 years now, or I don't know, 2 years. It's been a while. I've had it for at least a year, and I haven't used it in a while, so I'm excited to get back into it. All right, so Virgo. What is in store for you in the month of 2020? Not cards falling out already. Virgo, what is in store for you in 2020? In February 2020, should I say. What is in store for Virgo, February 2020? If I pull a 4 of Swords right now, I'm gonna cry. What is in store for Virgo, February 2020? Ooh. Alrighty, Virgo. We have 3 cards that fell out for you. We have Death, all right? It could be dealing with Scorpio energy, or it could be just yourself. Overall transformation. And we have the 8 of Cups reversed. Alrighty. Did I show you the 2 of Pentacles? I'm pretty sure this was reversed. Yeah, that was reversed. Alright, so we have the Death card, 2 of Pentacles reversed, and the 8 of Cups reversed. Alright. That fell out. Bottom of the deck. Empress reversed could be dealing with Taurus, Taurus Libra energy, or just Venusian energy in general. We have the Magician, and we have the 6 of Cups reversed. Wow, so there's something that you really don't want to let go of from the past. There's something you don't want to walk away from, whether it's because it's someone from the past, a thing from the past, maybe it gives you a sense of nostalgia, but there's something that you don't want to walk away from. You're having a really hard time walking away from it, and I think that's why Death is coming out here, because it's so important for you to be moving forward and purging yourself of anything that doesn't serve you. And I feel like that's why we also have this 2 of Pentacles reversed. Virgo, for you, I feel like you're trying to balance between present and the past, and it's just not working out for you. If anything, you feel incredibly overwhelmed, and I feel like you're not managing your time properly. I feel like it's very important for you this month to make some sort of to-do list, or to organize your time in some sort of way, or to really like prioritize what is important and what is not important, because I feel like with this card you might be prioritizing the wrong things, okay? And I feel that there might be some sort of codependency issue with this Empress, I'm stuffed up, I'm sorry, with this Empress reversed. And I feel that the reason why you don't want to let go of this person is because you kind of have this tendency, Virgo, where you kind of like want to save people, or you want to fix people, and that is what makes you feel important, right? That's kind of what gives you a sense of importance, a sense of value, is like helping people and saving people. But then you end up in this sort of codependent dynamic where you feel, and it might not even be a conscious thing that you're aware of, but it's like you feel that you have to fix them because it gives you that sense of purpose. And without that person or that thing or that situation, then you don't have anything to fix. You don't have anything to do. And it might be because you are trying to avoid fixing your own self and healing your own self and doing things for your own self. I just see you putting the needs of others before yours. And that's kind of a habit that I see with Virgos a lot. And I think that in February, it's important for you to put yourself first, to go through that sort of transformation, and begin to develop a stronger sense of self, and to begin taking care of yourself, being loving towards yourself the way that you try to be loving towards other people. You know, give the same energy that you give to other people to yourself, because you're the one who deserves it the most. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you deserve it the most? You know, we downplay our importance and our value so much that we end up in these codependent sort of situations where maybe we are incredibly submissive, or we don't really speak our mind anymore. We just become like that subservient sort of person. And it's like, why do we have to become this? You know, sometimes it's, a lot of the time, or for many of us, it can be a conditioning thing. Maybe this is just the overall energy that we grew up in, and the overall energy that we grew up with, and that we were conditioned to behave as. But we can unlearn that, you know what I'm saying? And I feel with this Death card and the full moon in the background here, I feel like this is definitely saying that, you know, this has all been building up. This is an accumulation of energy, and it's time to release that, right? Whenever we have a full moon, that's a time for release. That's a time of like culmination and everything building up, so that you can let go of everything that has been building up. You know what I'm saying? Everything that has been waiting to boil over, you know? And I feel like now is just the time to work on doing that. And you have all the power, all of the skills, the resources in order to help yourself, in order to build stronger and healthier boundaries with yourself and with other people. And I also feel for you with this Empress card reversed, this could also be some sort of creative blockage. Excuse me, maybe because you haven't been prioritizing your time properly. Maybe you have been focusing on things that really don't matter to you. and you might have been putting your own sense of creativity, your own manifestations in the back burner to help other people, to make other people happy, to appease them, to impress them, whatever the case is, right? There is that blockage. And I really encourage you to work on that, to address it, to acknowledge it, and to find ways to work through that, to build stronger boundaries with yourself and others, like I said earlier. And so we have the 8 of Cups reversed and the 6 of Cups reversed. And I already talked about this, right? But this is like not wanting to move forward, whether it's from a person, a job, a situation, a mindset, a philosophy, a belief of yourself, whatever this is, an opinion, right? It's like you don't want to walk away from this. And it could be because with the 6 of Cups reversed, you think that, oh, you know, we had such good memories in the past, and so I wanna continue cultivating that, or I want to keep that close to my heart. I don't want to lose those memories. Or maybe you think that you're kind of like wishfully thinking that things will get better. You know, maybe you think that there was a time in the past where things were really good with this person or the situation, and you're kind of blindly hoping that things will get better over time, and you're just waiting for the moment that things start to turn around. And it's like, you know, the past is the past, and if things haven't been going very well, who's to say that it'll get any better with this situation? And it's not to say that it's completely out of hope, but I'm just saying that if you're kind of hopelessly wishing for something to happen, or wishing that you could go back to the past, or if you're saying that you want to stay in the situation because you don't want to lose memories, that because you're so fond, you have such fond memories of this person, place, thing, situation, whatever it is, then the reality of the situation is that, you know, you're not going to lose those memories, right? That's in your mind all the time. You have it in your mind. You can remind yourself anytime that you want to. You can journal about it, and then you can read over it. You know what I'm saying? If those memories are so precious to you, then you will find a way to conserve them, whether it's writing it down or reminding yourself of them all the time. But it doesn't mean that you have to stay in that situation because of a fear that they'll go away. You know what I'm saying? You can keep those memories and still move forward. You can still conserve those memories and choose to not continue to like submit yourself to whatever this is, whether it's a codependency issue, whether it is being incredibly subservient and submissive towards someone else and kind of following the orders of someone else. You know, you can, if there was such good memories, you can keep that in your mind. You can write them down and everything and look back on them, but you don't have to stay in that situation so that you can continue looking back on them. And I also feel that with the 6 of Cups reversed, this is also saying we're tricking ourselves into believing that those were good memories, or that, you know, those good memories were like the best thing that you've ever experienced, when in the case, you know, we're comparing it with the rest of the situation. And it's kind of like you're trying to compare, how do I like say this? It's like let's say you had already kind of like a shitty history with this person, and then something good happened, but it was like very bare minimum. It was like very mediocre, and it's like you're cherishing that mediocre moment as like a prized possession, is kind of what I'm trying to say. You know what does that make sense? So I feel like you kind of need to work on growing out of that. And I feel that in the month of February, you might be feeling conflicted about this, right? Because I have the 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and then under that is the 2 of Swords reversed, which is being in denial. So it's like you don't want to accept the action that you have to take. It feels like you might just try to run away, you know, turn the other cheek, you know, turn the cheek to the other side, you know, just ignore it and hope that it'll go away on its own. And there's just an overall indecisiveness, especially with that 2 of Pentacles reversed here, right? You're trying to be practical, and maybe you're trying to have the best of both worlds, but it's like, honey, you probably won't, and that's okay. You know, everything has been building up to this moment, and you know, it might be painful because we're so comfortable in it, we're so familiar with it, we have built our routine. You know, that's a human thing. We've built our routine, so of course we don't want change, and we're scared that we're never gonna meet anyone who truly loves us, or we're never gonna meet or do something that we really love to do, or whatever the case might be. We always think that we're doomed, right? And that we have to stay in this secure bubble. because that is like the peak of our existence, so to speak. And it's really not. We fool ourselves time and time again into believing these things, but the ultimate thing that we need to do is just go through with the change, with the transformation, with the purging and healing ourselves and relearning and doing better for ourselves and going through with progress, with transition. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because with this Five of Wands, it's like you're going at things kind of blindly, or, you know, you're trying to turn the other cheek in a way. Or it could also be that you are like very aware of the chaos or the conflict that has been ensuing or that will ensue, but you're kind of just like watching it. You're just like chilling out. You're like, yeah, continue hitting the beehive. It's fine. Whereas you could be doing something to address the situation, to tell these people like, yo, take off your blindfold. Let's face reality a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know, Virgo. I just feel like it's time. And you might be freaking out, right? Because you were trying to plan everything out once you leave the situation, or even before you leave the situation, and you're like, well, I don't know, like, what I'm gonna do after this, who am I gonna be with, like trying to plan out all those minute details, right? And it's like, you know, just trust in the universe, you know, float in the void a little bit. You don't have to have every single detail planned out. You don't have to know every single thing that's gonna happen in the future. You don't need to foresee every single thing. Sometimes you just gotta like let things happen and trust that the universe will do its thing and that it will protect you and all of that. Okay, all right. So that's all that I have for you, really. I hope it resonates. I hope it was helpful for you in some way. Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear any or all of your feedback. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification to know when I upload my videos. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at Sinfulpluto.com. And if you want to find me on social media, you can do so on Twitter and Instagram at Sinfulpluto. All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.